Uju Kennedy-Ohanenye, born on December 23, 1973 in Nigeria, is a dynamic leader whose influence spans law, business, education, film, and politics. She began her journey in the legal field, earning a Bachelor of Laws degree from Nnamdi Azikiwe University in 1996. By 1997, she was called to the Nigerian bar. Driven by a passion for justice and academic excellence, she went on to earn a Master of Laws degree from the University of Abuja in 2002. But Uju Kennedy-Ohanenye is more than just a legal mind. She is an accomplished entrepreneur, actively involved in real estate and education. As CEO of Uju Kennedy-Ohanenye & Co., she provides expert legal services to individuals and corporate clients. And through the Uju Kennedy-Ohanenye Academy, she invests in the next generation, shaping young leaders with quality education and strong values. In the world of fame, she shines just as brightly. A prominent figure in Hollywood, Uju has produced powerful titles like Hatred, Royal Glow, Hunting the Angel. Her storytelling reflects her deep connection to Nigerian culture and society. In 2023, Uju made history as the first woman to vie for the presidency under the All Progressive Congress (APC). Though she later stepped down to support Bola Ahmed Tinubu, her candidacy broke barriers and sent a strong message about women's leadership in Nigerian politics. Her dedication didn't go unnoticed. In August 2023, she was appointed Minister of Women Affairs by President Tinubu. In this role, she pledged to fight gender-based violence, uplift women economically, and push for meaningful reforms that will benefit Nigerian families. Uju Kennedy-Ohanenye is a trailblazer, a woman of strength, vision, and impact. From the courtroom to the classroom, from film sets to the halls of government, she continues to shape Nigeria's future with boldness.
Please welcome Barrister Uju Kennedy-Ohanenye.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome to the program.
Thank you.
So tell us your story. What was it like growing up in Nigeria?
My father was a police officer.
Okay.
I know what that means. I'm number 8 out of 9 children.
Okay.
I'm the last girl.
Wow.
And then we have 6 girls, 3 boys. And my father was very strict, while my mom is the kind that will always encourage you to achieve anything you want to achieve. So as a small child, I've always had this belief, or maybe the way I was created or wired. I've always liked independence, working hard for myself. And all that while I was growing up, I've never liked maltreatment.
You hate injustice.
Inhumanity to human. It was something that used to give me sleepless nights, which was one of the reasons I wanted to be a lawyer, to be able to protect some of these people that can't protect themselves. My early 20s, I was already a millionaire. So I started my NGO, started building health centers, donating health centers equipped, because so many pregnant women will die on the way to the faraway clinics. So that's how I started. Most of my health centers I donated in Southeast, North Central, Northeast, and I donated in Kano. I donated in Nasarawa, in Kaduna, in Kogi, Anambra, Imo State. So when I thought about it, I had a caring shower of love, which was going to hospitals, donating health centers, paying bills for the indigent patients, and all that. I had to equally start my JAS Save Nigeria, which is like activist kind of thing, to be able to fight for the rights of the vulnerable people who can't afford lawyers or can't approach those people that are taking advantage of their situations or stealing their lands, as we all know what happens to a lot of widows. So I thought about it and decided not long ago to now join politics and see how I could have opportunity to help these people more. and then have more rights to protect their own rights. So that was actually what brought me about into politics. And when I joined, I became the first presidential aspirant of APC. So I think that got Mr. President's attention.
It got all of us.
Yes. After we spoke, it became, I think he felt he could trust me, because he showed a lot of reasons why I feel like this, that he felt he could trust me. So a few things he handed over to me to do, I made sure I did it well. He was happy. And he gave me a lot of opportunities for nothing. I've not really done anything for him to deserve the kind of things he has done for me. Made me vice chairman of the campaign council. Imagine, this person is new. They were calling me naive. And at the end of the day, he insisted. I wasn't there when he was talking and defending that position for me. I've not even proven to him I could handle these things. So he made sure I became that vice chairman of the campaign council. I got a lot of challenges. They fought me.
So you talked about your philanthropy. You talked about the health centers that you were going to. But there was something in particular that you were doing that touched me. I think a lot of people do not even know half of the story. That beyond the health centers, you were also going to the hospitals and paying the bills of people who cannot pay their hospital bills.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Yes, I was, especially the government hospitals. If you need me to help you, you must have to go to government hospitals. Fortunately, they're very good. I'm pleased to say that. So I used to go to visit hospitals, government hospitals, especially National Hospital, because they gave me the approval to come there officially, which I used to go. And sometimes you go there, you see some Nigerians that are dying over 1,000 naira. They can't afford 1,000 naira to buy drugs. So that's how I used to go bed to bed to only the indigent patients. That's where they take me to. And I pay their bills. Some of them are held back because they've been treated, they can't go home because they've not paid their bills. And the National Hospital itself will treat you with or without money, but you must pay that money before you leave. So I've released a lot of babies that they deliver, sometimes run away. The baby will be held back until monies are paid. So usually I go every 2 weeks or 1 month. I go. I call it paying my tithe.
So let's come to the private sector. You were coming from the private sector.
Yes.
And you went straight to public office.
Yes.
How was the transition and the experience?
Before I joined politics, I've had bad experiences
with the public service.
With the public sector. Sometimes the properties I've had for so many years, somebody will come, call himself Commissioner for Lands, confiscate it, reallocate it to his family members. I kept fighting, going to courts, and I fight to finish. I've never allowed them to succeed.
Go on a short break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Account of Stewardship. And we have on the hot seat the former Minister for Women Affairs, Barrister Uju Kennedy-Ohanenye. She's about to give us details of her stewardship as minister. Back.
Thank you.
Right.
When I was made a minister, because of how eager I was, this is an opportunity I've been waiting all my life to have the power to deliver and protect the rights of the vulnerable people. So first thing I did was to go visiting. I went straight to the same hospital where I have been going to touch lives. That's where I celebrated my appointment. From the swearing in, I went straight to the office, got myself introduced, visited the center of Women Affairs. From there, I straight to National Hospital. I went around the beds of these children, paid their bills, telling them to celebrate with me, that I've been appointed a minister, now things will be different. They were all happy. So many women, I paid their bills on that day. the hospital charged. So even the sick ones were able to come and be following me from one ward to another. It was fantastic. So I went into work. I knew that I'm a new person in this place I've been appointed into. So I had to have an open door. I started embracing friendship in the ministry, and I told them, feel free to come to me if you have any problems, if you're sick, or anyhow you need anything that is bothering you, feel free to come. And they were coming, and they were giving me a lot of ideas of what's going on and how to go about it. I had a good relationship with them. So when I got those ideas, for those insights, and I brought up my ideas, I called the directors and I told them, I can't work the way you people have been working. We work on a lot of advocacies, meetings, consultancies, and no impact. I wouldn't want to do anything here that will not have an impact on these vulnerable people. We are using their names to collect this money. So that we must have to change narratives. So I brought in my new ideas where there will be no more advocacies and meetings. If we are having meetings, we don't need money to have meetings. We have meetings. Every month, all of you will go to the field to use that money to deliver the main reason the monies were meant for. Apart from that, I will not allow any work done. And they cooperated. They cooperated.
It must be a misnomer for them.
Yes, but
they're not used to that.
We started, and everything was going well. I started changing narratives of the United States, United Nations, where they were really just doing advocacies and meetings. And you can't come to a country and say you're bailing them out of poverty, but you're increasing the poverty. You're making things worse. Yes, I remember you were going to sue. Yes, I threatened to sue them. If I was allowed, I would have sued them. I'm telling you the truth. What was your bone of contention? Because I narrated to them how poverty has been increasing. It was better before they came. When they came, it became worse. Because our government started relaxing, thinking they were working, when they were not working. Where was the money going to? To bring in $1 billion. Just like security too. And the poor people are still suffering. So I want to understand, where does it go to? Then if it's not going to anywhere, then the way and manner you are treating us is not the way you should treat us. You have to change narratives in such a way that the money will be better utilized and touch the lives it's meant to touch. Which at the end of the day, Trump came out to say the same thing and started acting on it because he has the power as a president to do that. So that was my problem with them. And I was able to succeed because they started changing the narratives. UNICEF changed before I left. I don't know whether they've gone back. Women said they were going to change, but they continued avoiding me. So they ended up not doing that. So I had to change things. And when I found out the changing was wasting my time, I decided to leave them. But I won't sign for just advocacies and meetings. Mm-hmm. I then started using my money to do those jobs just to prove to them that these things can be achieved. It's just that you don't want to achieve it. Yeah. It is very easy to achieve touching lives and changing the narratives for people. It's not a difficult thing. Changing the narratives for children. Just little moves I made, arresting people that molested children, fighting against early marriages of under 12 years and all that. It made a lot of impact in a very short period. People started being scared to do it. A lot of things reduced. Because when you do, no matter where you are, we fish you out. You know, I put 2 million bounty on your head. Nigerians will bring you out in 24 hours. And I used to put the 2 million bounty on your head. And I pay for it for my money. But the important thing is that I must apprehend you. And you must come and pay for your sins. And as a 4-year-old raped and sodomized by the school administrator, as I speak to you, that threatening me, the people ran to me telling me they want to release him, or these people want to release him. I had to rush to that police station in Barimpa. I made problems with him, and they know me, and I report to IG. IG will come after you if you don't cooperate with me to do my work. Because IG wants it to work well for Mr. President. We all went to the court, and they remanded him, and the case started. Because if people start paying for their sins, if there were, it should be a deterrent. Definitely. That was what I made sure I achieved. I tried my best to be everywhere. I didn't have money to work, but like I said, I've always been blessed.
But you have the budget in the Ministry of Women Affairs.
The budget is not usually meant. They never knew what their duties were. They were pushing the budget for advocacies, meetings, events, and nothing more. And leaving the main job meant for them. Because it's your job to protect the rights of women and children. That's a job of Minister of Women Affairs. And I, being a lawyer, I knew what their jobs were. And I was following what their jobs were, but without money. Because they said, if you move money outside what it's meant for, that I've committed a crime. They were putting that fear in me. And being that
they call it misappropriation.
Yes. So I didn't want to take that kind of risk where they start putting me into trouble unnecessarily. So, but the job must be done. I was brought in by somebody who felt I could do this, trusted me. There's nothing you will do. It was a brick wall I needed to break, and I broke it and did my job. Did my job, yes.
You cost me the account of yourself.
Yes, I did my job. When I needed lawyers, I paid my money back. Sometimes I pay $1 million to a lawyer. Concerning the Niger State, and I paid $1 million to a lawyer. And we had to sit down within 24 hours, got the papers ready, filed and got the injunction that brought that peace. Because I was called to come and investigate and then look at what the girls that are going to be married. And they are now from 19 years upwards, which was okay. For when you're 18, you're matured to make your choices. So that was, I had a lot of challenges because of, one, I'm coming out in a place where they didn't understand what they were meant to do in the first place. Even getting them to understand it was an uphill task, which I succeeded in achieving. Now, getting money to get those jobs done became another problem. An issue of empowerment. It is the duty of UN Women and Minister of Women Affairs to empower women, vulnerable women. They get a lot of money for this. Why were they not doing it? Rather, you told me, I went to do empowerment. I said, okay, what did you do? They gave them pack of needle and thread. That is empowerment. When you hear millions used in doing that, you'll be wondering, are we cost? No, I don't believe we are cost. It's just a wrong narration. I hear the starting of words. But nobody had guts to say, no, I don't want this. We have to change narratives so that it could favor, or maybe they didn't think towards that. That was just the issue.
And someone must have left the template and they kept following it.
That is the point. And the person that left the template, was he actually thinking about his country? And but me, I myself that came to change it, was it easy? I got a lot of fight from all angles, trying to frustrate me from changing it.
It was a war zone.
Bad one. But unfortunately, I eat through trouble. So, being a lawyer, you believe the paper. You want fight? Come. Let us dig it out. You know. So that was the thing. And I was succeeding.
All right. So let's move from there. You've done a lot for the women and the children. Given an opportunity again, what is very sacred in your heart? What do you want to do for Nigeria?
Protecting the rights of children and vulnerables. Protecting the rights of old people. Some of them, their children are beating them.
My God.
They're going through a lot. I'm telling you, the elderly. I want to look into protecting the rights of the widows. Not the fashionable women that are okay. I'm not actually interested in all those vulnerable. I'm interested in commoners and the vulnerable people. These are the people I'm interested in, especially the children. Because when a 7-year-old was raped at Enugu, and when I arrested the husband of the mother to the girl, and we took the matter to court, the girl's mother came to beg because she had a lot of pressure from the family. Go and stop this suit, go and do it. That's usually the case. I joined her in the suit. Are you understanding me? For negligence. I do that to the suit. It's for negligence. If I've added you earlier, you would have had the guts to come and start telling me to leave a man that did such hideous crime against your daughter. What's the matter with you? I added her. Now she now started begging me, please, I'm ready to testify, leave me to go. I still refuse to leave her. The matter is still in court and I'm still following up. Good. And a banker, for that matter, did that to a young girl. Started raping her 7 years. Gave her all kinds of STDs. Gave her a whole lot of that. Without conscience. So that's the point. So if I should have opportunity, that is where I'm going to focus on. And that was actually the main reason I joined politics in the first place. Any other thing, I'm not interested.
Right. On a final note, what advice would you give to victims or survivors of gender-based violence? And also the mothers, some of them, their mothers look away while this is going on.
That's why nowadays I've already gotten mobile court approved to enable me fight the rights of these children very well. If you're a mother, which I've already announced, you're there, your child is raped. You're already going in for it, for negligence.
Yeah, true.
Because if you were more careful, it wouldn't have happened to that girl. And it is your duty to protect the child. And let me tell you, when we're having bad children up and down, drug addicts, it's not only, the blame is not only on those children. For me, 80% of that blame is on the parents. I know some children might not listen to their parents, but you take action.
Yes.
I'm doing it to help that child.
Yes.
So not, okay, I've tried my best, you're your own, I've disowned you. What did you do? If you had done a lot of other things right, that child wouldn't have ended up like that. So you have a role to play in a child's life. Because as a teenager, it's like insanity. They don't understand what they're doing. It is you that direct, take measures. You don't spread the word and spoil the child. When you do that, you're still liable to that child being spoiled. So these are some of the things the women should know. When it comes to the violence, you have a role to play to prevent violence. My husband has never laid hands on me because I don't talk back. When you talk back, you can push a man to the wall to do what he might not even would have done. Sure. You don't need to talk back. That talking back doesn't fetch anything at the end of the day. He has conscience. Men usually do. He will come begging. So if we can avoid some of these violences, we can. The ways you can. And if there are ways you cannot, instead of dying there, take a walk. Move on. Because you must have to be alive to train those children. You have to even be alive to tell a story. And if you know you have a daughter, a small young daughter, why go and remarry and bring in a man to rape the child? If you know you can't protect that child, hold on, let the child grow up to 18 years, matured, and you get married. There are so many decisions we take that is jeopardizing the lives and securities of our children and family. That should be looked into. Then how do we solve it? If you're a woman, like I said before, and you're there, your child is raped, I sue you for negligence. If you're a woman, you don't decide not to work, and you bring out your little children to start hawking on the street, which leads them to a lot of violence against, sexual violence against them, I will sue you to court. You have to get something doing. But I want a position where I can even be able to empower such people to have something doing. Because if you're suing the person and the person hands are tied, what happens? So if you want to carry around granules, you go and do it. Not your babies.
Wow. I think we have to come for a part 2 of this interview. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Uju Kennedy-Ohanenye. We've been talking to the former Minister for Women Affairs, and she has delivered. This woman is on fire. I'll bring you another sequel to this interview. My name is Mario Olyabi. Thank you for watching Account of Stewardship. Join us again.
Thank you.